Galen home, we are back. It's pretty much the same though, nothing really changed. Maybe we can get some lore right from the people here about the characters that we met in the first game. Like Zaylin, remember the hero party there? Maybe they would give us some information on maybe what happened to them, right? Would be nice. We'll talk to the people here. After we check everything, I mean. Friend, were you aware that equipping accessory protective powers does not entirely negate the risk of sleep or poison? Naturally, the trinket will have some effect, though you would need to equip two of the same type to be truly safe. Okay. Thank you for the information, sir. What do we have? Necklace of immunity. Oh, maybe we need this one. Just buy one of these, I guess. Put it on the equipment bag for now. Okay. One of those would be fine. Right, one of those would be fine. If the tales are to be believed, this, our humble town, was once visited by none other than the hero of legend. It is true though, I was there. I was there when he came here. Oaken. Weak. Really nothing. I mean, the places we went to, Baran was actually... Yeah, they gave us a much more better equipment. Galen was a bard of much renown who only not lived in the age of Erdrick, but also chanced to meet with this legendary figure. Inspired by the hero's actions, he composed a song upon song extolling Erdrick's legacy. The settlement of Galenholm is said to have been founded by its namesake once he reached it at the end of his wanderings. Yet Galen was not only the one of his line to be granted the goddess's gift of his song, his scion, Zaylin, would also grow into a fine bard in his own right. And by visiting all the lands that Erdrick did, Zaylin did discover hitherto unknown truths concerning the hero's legacy. Truths that he, unlike his forebear, did commit to the stanza. Thus did the songs of Galenholm's two most famed bards became loved by the people, and in doing so, came to become a core part of Erdrick's legend himself. Our town having played such a vital role in the legend of Galen of the Golden Voice. That's the first time actually hearing that. Galen of the Golden Voice, as it did. Bards, minstrels, and other makers of music do make the pilgrimage here from far and wide. We can equip the new item that we got. Matilda? Rabbit. Dancer? Weak. It's kind of weak. 137 reduces offensive magic. Oh, she got a magical skirt on, right? Enemy spells. Okay, I'll get the rabbit suit for now. Yeah, give it to her. So she can get a little bit more defense for now. Bard, a merchant, some would say the best, beside his son whom kindness blessed, to wander yearned. On waves of blue and sunlet's glow, over the horizon they did go, never to return. This is a sad tale indeed. Ah, such beauty, such skill. Is this perhaps what it is, or what it was to see Galen himself perform? Maybe he is a scion of Galen Zaylin, this bard right here. The song he sings is one of a father and son who did love one another well and yet were lost. I find that his voice bringeth more tragedy to an already tragic tale. Do you not agree? I wish to hear the actual song though, but there's no voice acting in that. To take to the sea is take one's life into one's hand. Do not do so lightly. Why? A pair of merchants of this very own town did set sail upon a sunny day with the sea calm as a duck pond and were shipwrecked nonetheless. Then you could say that they were very, very unlucky then. Yes. Far east of here lie 3 realms founded by those descended from the hero of legend. What I would not give to one day see them. One of them is destroyed. Know of you the tales of the mermaids. They said that they do inhabit the sea south of here and do beckon honest sailors to their doom. I wanna see a mermaid. Southwest of here, like Rippleport, a town blessed with a harbor that put this here jetty to shame. And though the fellow charged with running the place that possesses a ship, so fine as to make all others pale by comparison, seldom doth he so much as set foot aboard her. This is an awful waste. Thank you, another mini medal. How many minutes? 30 now. What do we get if we go back? We get rabbit helmet or something like that. Right? This one, I mean, can we still explore this area? Yeah, well, I'll probably just come back here again, just like what we did last time or in the first game. Because yeah, look at this, we don't have the key here. I don't want to explore it and then we need keys again. So we'll just do it later on. We'll come back here. Yes. Thank you for the holy water again. Do I actually need to heal? Not really. Okay, we got another bard right here. Cruel fate, wherefore must thou torture me so? Now my songs are fit to draw tears from stone. Still the people talk of naught but him. When shall it be mine own to shine at last? I will leave. Let's go now. Okay, what do we have? Oh, we're actually very close though. No, Erdrick's Hollow, I think is right there. Then Tegel is the place we're gonna head to. Yes, we're gonna come back. We're gonna see what happened to that place. But let us check the, I guess, secret spot first. Five. Come on, this is not the starting area. Why is it 5 XP? Why so low? Long ago, a cave to the southeast was home to the fearsome thief Robington Hood. Yeah, are we gonna see more of Robin Hood's allies or descendants? Yes, the selfsame brigand that did battle with the hero legend. Would be nice if we could see, I guess, another of his kin. Myriad of the caves that legendary Erdrick is said to have explored whilst in Alefgard. Though I would not dare seek them myself, Erdrick delved into the darkness and emerged unscathed. It is true, but Erdrick was a hero. Should we lesser mortals take it upon ourselves to follow in his footsteps? We should surely end up a meal for a monster that called the caves home. I mean, you are kinda correct, sir. Yes. Is there nothing here? The legit nothing. Okay. Antigel. It is the same. Pretty much the same. But what happened to, I guess, the monarchy here? Who led them? Because Gwaelin and the... I was gonna say the prince. Not the prince, but the hero left, right? And then made their own kingdom. What happened here then? Actually, nothing here. Iron Mask. Iron Mask is okay. You don't have money though. I can sell a couple of items, I guess. Yes, sell this one, the light shield, and then we can buy Iron Mask. Iron Mask. To you, brother. Legit nothing, man. That's the only thing. Let me tell you what separates swordsmen of superior skill from those who struggle. Their double-edged slash. Once a blade wielder has fostered an unshakable faith in their companions, they no longer need fear the harm inflicted by the technique. And it is a state of being that allows them to unlock their true potential. Alas, far too many students of the sword fail to learn this lesson. If you ask me, craven souls such as they would be better served sheathing their swords for good. Greetings, friends. You find yourselves in Tantagel, former home of Erdrick hero legend. Former. But I locked again. Gonna have to come back here. The King of Dirkandor did send me here to Tantagel, tasked with bringing back whatever I could learn of this town. And yet the food here at the inn is surpassing toothsome and served in such enormous helpings that I have barely looked beyond its walls. What to report back to His Majesty? That one need never seek seconds due to the generosity of portions provided. Nay, this is hardly news substance. He's never gonna return to that country anymore. He's gonna stay here because he likes the food. To think the hero of legend himself might have trod these very cobbles. This is a fine thought indeed. Dazzle me not. Cabbages? But they should have updated at least the shops here. Because yeah, these are newer, I would say, newer areas that we're going to. And the items are like, if we started in this town, then the monsters outside are fairly weak as well. I don't know why they did that, but yeah, there's no challenge here. Only you're just looking for loot, basically. Strong medicine. Okay, let me get one. Couple. Put it on me. Okay, we still have a couple of houses that we can go to. This is the way the towns possess a long and illustrious history. It possesses magnificent churches also, is it not? Those who come to visit us here in Tantagel must often arrive with naught but the hero on their minds. But for me, it is not Erdrick, but Princess Gwaelin, who did love and support him through all this hardship, who was the true hero. In Rippleport, there dwelt a treasure hunter of surpassing skill, and skill not only in seeking out valuables, he's quite a salesman too. Okay. Did we meet the guy? I actually don't remember, not gonna lie. I am much vexed by the fellow over yonder. He did enter the cell here without a by your leave and now refused to leave at his confines. He insisted that he must spend time where his idol, a great thief of old, is known to have been imprisoned. But yeah, we need this. Wherefore am I in here, thou ask? Simple. I wanted to better understand the mind of a thief, that I might become one of whose name goes down in legend. And what crimes have I committed to be imprisoned so? Why, nary a single one. But that doth not mean I am not a rogue, true and true. He's a bad man. A very bad man indeed. We're gonna have to come back to this place and get a lot of different items locked behind stuff. Angel Bell. My granddad is an expert in curses and my daddy's a merchant, and both say I should do whatever most pleases me in life. Now I just have to think of what I wish to be. Thou lad in the green, I sense something in thee. Thou hast become a curse, or overcome a curse most foul, hast thou not? And in doing so, thou hast rendered curses as a whole unwilling to touch thee again. Thou art unfortunate indeed. Oh, so Caradoc can equip items now? Because yeah, this guy said you cannot be cursed anymore. Okay, that might actually be good though. So cursed items you can give to Caradoc. Okay, this is good. Yeah, this is really good, especially if we get very strong weapons or armor. That is very nice. We will have to give it to Caradoc. We don't need to sell them anymore, I mean. At least maybe some of them. Though I am of the line that did make its name in the movie of curses, I myself entered a different profession entirely, that of a merchant. For it is my firm belief that one need not follow slavishly in the footsteps of one forebears. Happiness lies in finding one's own path through own life. There exists in the world pieces of equipment which are imbued with terrible curses, to where one is to risk all, and thus would the matter end were it not for one crucial detail, that most such items are surpassingly powerful. It is true though. Long did I strive to find a method by which one might make use of their might whilst circumventing the curses. Alas, it proved beyond mine abilities. Refusing to give in, I went to inquire about the problem with an expert on curse and Tantigel. Sadly, the only solution he could offer was no solution at all. One would need first to conquer a curse in order to obtain immunity from such ailment. So claimed B. But we actually did though. Yeah. Truly the stuff of fairy tales, the very idea that one could conquer a curse is preposterous. Mayhap I was foolish ever think of harnessing the power of such equipment, though I yet cannot bring myself to abandon the idea entirely. Oh, there, bang scroll. By the way, I actually haven't touched this yet. My Coracle scroll, Caradoc. Oh, it's only for Caradoc anyways. No, I was saving those because yeah, I thought that maybe we could give it to Matilda or whatever. But only for Caradoc, it seems. What else? Frizzle, Perenelle. Oh, Matilda has it. And what else? One more bang scroll, Matilda. Bang is pretty nice because it can actually hit every single enemy. Like legitimately. We must never forget that side of such beautiful flowers as these, and pace afforded us to gaze upon them, are the gifts from the hero of legend himself. Okay, sir. Oh wait. See the strength. How about here? But yeah, no mention of the other characters. I mean, I guess they're just mentioning Gwaelin and then our boy, the hero Erdrick. But yeah, like what happened to the kingdom, who became the king afterwards. Nothing yet. Do not dig up the fields, I beg you. My father shall surely wail and gnash his teeth. I shall bear the brunt of it. I wish that we had an option to do it. Yes. Curse you, bothersome devils. Oh, I speak of my fields, of course. Though requiring of copious care and attention, I do not begrudge them the effort. They do ever produce a delicious bond in the end. Do you see it over yonder, the Dragon Lord's castle, wherein dwelt mighty Erdrick's greatest foe? Where is it? I actually see it from here now. Though with that wicked creature long since laid low, this surely now is I couldn't read too fast. But do not think to visit it for your petty amusement. Without the rainbow drop that even the hero himself did struggle to acquire, none may draw near it. Really? So are we gonna actually like fight in that area again? Or maybe you can just explore it now. We will find out. Okay, time to go to the castle itself. Whatever is inside this place, we gotta go. Fair Tantagel, where the mantle of Erdrick was bestowed on the great hero for his unstinting efforts to save the realm. With his quest complete, he took Tantagel's princess for his bride, and together they built a new home, your home, Midenhall. The signs of Midenhall founded Cannock and then Moonbrook, thus came there to be the three kingdoms that trace their lineage back to the mighty Erdrick. But wherefore do I wax lyrical? You have doubtless heard the story 1,000 times. It is a force of habit, I'm afraid. I would often regale my father with what I learned in my lessons, and he would add to my knowledge or correct me on my miscomprehensions. I can only apologize if it appeared I was lording my learning over you. We thought nothing of the sort. I am not but impressed, not only with your learning, but that you would have such high-flown conversations with your father. Indeed, our own father's instructions for brother and I were more often along the lines of, tidy thy room, take thine elbows off the table, or will you two please cease bickering? Oh, I don't know. It sounds like wise advice to me. I never was the most devoted student either. Even that which I do learn has a nasty habit of leaving me moments later. It's good to know that at least one of us knows what takes the burden off your shoulders, eh, cuz? Yeah. We have the very smart one. I mean, that's how she's good at magic. Well, if you insist, I shall share what I know when I deem it relevant. Excellent, though forgive us if we laggards cannot add to your knowledge the way your father did. Not at all, there is much more I do not know. Let us learn together. We will need more than mere brawn to best Hargon after all. And I can't think of no better place to begin with than here in Tantagel, the Land of Legend. What is it called, the Land of Legend now? The Land of Legend. And for the time being, let us seek an audience with the king. We must tell him the tragedy that befell my kingdom, that he might avoid the same fate befalling his. And should he know aught we do not of Hargon and the sigils, he could enlighten us on that front too. An excellent suggestion, cousin. To the throne room then, lead on. We are finally back, and the music is also back. We give Tantagel due treat with the utmost respect those of the lands founded by the descendants of hero legend. They are not just allies, but our friends. A treasure chest there. But yeah, it's color blue, so we cannot really touch that. Word of more fiercer and fiends doth reach us with each passing day. Take care outside of these walls, friends, and may the light guide you ever homeward. What is that? Did he heal me? Ooh, thank you, sir. He healed us. He's basically an inn. Yeah, just talk to him. He will heal all of you. $17 coins. What am I gonna do with that? Though the legend of the hero of old did come to us down through the ages, it seemed that the whereabouts of the accoutrements with which he achieved his legendary feats did not. What does that mean? What? Legendary achievement? Legendary achievements? Is that what he means? Probably. It's locked. That's not the blue key or a blue door, so that's gonna be the last door that we need to come here for. 100%. A word of advice to always be trying one's hardest is not the virtue some might lead one to believe. True wisdom and long life are to be found in taking a moment for oneself when the opportunity arises. True. The castle is surpassing large, is it not? And being so, it is a bother indeed to keep clean. Should you spy a dish in need of clearing, pray, do be a dear and pick it up. Okay, my lady. Let's go this side first. We're gonna take everything from Tantagel first. Nice. If we can get 35, we'll go back to the Monarch. I shall return home from this trip with a pride in my heart, having seen the very city wherein the hero of old did commence his quest. But yeah, nothing. Must everyone insist on harping on about this hero? Though he did live 1 million years ago or more. Or rather would I find someone in our own time to admire, preferably someone fair of face and dashing in manner. But the thing is, they didn't really tell us how long it was, right? Obviously it's not like 20 years later. Because if it was like that, then for sure some of the characters that we saw should be alive now. But it's most likely hundreds of years later after the first game. In the time of the hero of Erdrick, the world was shrouded in great darkness. One can hardly imagine the horror. Oh, we can actually open that. Is this going outside? Not yet, not yet. You are surpassing young to be roaming the land, are you not, dears? Well, pray enjoy your youth while it yet lasts. This is the greatest among the gifts that were given in life. There are no more greater lessons to be learned than those of our younger years. Alas, we are fated only to realize this when we are grown old and frail. True, so live your life, guys. To the fullest. His Majesty thought of to leave the city in search of entertainment, roaming hither and yon freely and with abandon. Would not he attend his royal duties with the same nerve? Okay, this king is diligent and wise. Where can that ratted cat have got to know? Though I'm inclined simply to wait for her to return, I suppose I must make a pretense of looking Pordital. Pordita? The cat's name is Pordita. Pordita. I train with all possible diligence in preparations for the worst, but should the worst come to pass, will my nerve hold? I only wish I could be certain. That's the thing though in battle. When I guess you haven't experienced anything yet, when it actually comes in front of you, yeah, you're pretty much gonna freeze. And you might die after that. That's why it's hard. Like you can be very good in training, but once it really happens, it might be a different story, is what I'm saying. This is where we got the Sunstone. Remember the Sunstone? It is locked again, but a different person is here now. Maybe that is the cat that lady was talking about. Yeah. Noble garb, but yeah, this is for sure weak. Yep, it's actually not weak. super weak. Like really, really weak. Okay, I think it's time for us to go and continue the story.
The king doesn't appear to be in court today.
Pray pardon the sudden intrusion. I am the Princess of Moonbrook, and these are my cousins of Middenhall and Cannock. We seek an audience with His Majesty.
Ha ha ha, Your Highness! Didst thou think I would forget thee so soon? But wherefore didst thou bring thy companions today? Ah, but of course! Thou hast invited the kingdoms of thy kin to join our little tourney.
My apologies, but what is this tourney of which thou speakst? We come here today to inform you of the massacre of Moonbrook.
Massacre? But Highness, surely thou jestest. Thou didst visit us but a day hence, and proposed that our armies partake in drills together.
I did?
Why, yes. Thou wert of the opinion that such a tourney would help ensure our knights were in prime condition. Preparations are already underway.
But how can this be? I have never before set foot in Tantagel till this very day.
Come, Princess, cease this game. Thou knowest full well thou wert here. Thou didst show to me the mark of Moonbrook.
I bore the mark.
But the mark of Moonbrook was stolen by the monsters, was it not? When they sacked the castle.
By the goddess, if this is true, then who did I meet? What is happening?
I am afraid, dear Chancellor, that thou hast been hoodwinked by a thieving fiend in a pretty dress.
That is a king. He's drunk.
Ah, pretend you didn't see that.
He changed. He has his staff now.
Majesty, I thought thou wert abed. Instead, I see thou hast been tending to thy duties most thoroughly.
Yes, though it would seem not nearly thoroughly enough. Tell me, did this imposter princess happen to share aught else of note?
Well, She did inquire as to how one might reach the Dragon Lord's castle from here. I endeavored to dissuade her from making such a dangerous journey, but she did not appear overly concerned by my warnings.
The site where Erdrick bested the Dragon Lord? What in the world would the monsters be seeking there?
It would behoove us to find out. Speaking of which, what bringeth you to Tantagel? Is it truly as the princess saith? Hath Moonbrook fallen? Is that so? You young scions of Erdrick quest to slay the wicked Hargon. A perilous duty indeed.
We are well aware. And should there be any doubt in your mind as to our identities, we come bearing the marks of Cannock and Middenhall.
Most convincing. Yet, could one not conceive that the princess we received was the true royal, and you are the impostrous thieves?
What? No, our fathers bestowed the marks unto us, I swear. Look into my eyes and you will know that what I say is true. This is the steely gaze of a prince, not the shifty ogle of a base beast.
Yes, most convincing, I'm sure. But so was the princess who visited us but a day since.
Pray, forgive my brother. I can but swear he is himself, for better or worse.
Lo, how my blood boileth to know that beasts masquerade as scions of Erdrick. As the ruler of the kingdom which gave the hero his title and birthed his bride, I will not stand for it.
Your Majesty, I neglected to tell you we have another artifact in our possession. One that proves our lineage beyond doubt. Show him.
My. The necklace gifted to the hero by his maiden, our fair Princess Gwaelin. That it should shine so brightly in your presence is proof enough that the hero's blood runneth in your veins.
Oh, you should have suggested this from the start, brother.
Pray accept my unreserved apologies, Highnesses. And, Princess, allow me to express my heartfelt condolences for thy kingdom's plight.
Thank you, Majesty.
How to proceed? If the High Priest Hargon is at large once more, we must exercise the utmost caution. Chancellor? Tell the knight captains to stay their wooden swords. Instead, we must steal this city against invasion. Doubtless, the monsters schemed to lure our knights out in lighter armor. They would have been lambs to the slaughter, if not for our visitors.
Verily, our nation oweth them a great debt.
Forgive me, young heroes, but the Chancellor and I have much to discuss. Wait for me atop the battlements, and I will join you anon.
Okay, so we actually understand now what happened. No, what happened with the mark, I mean. So the mark was actually stolen, right? And yeah. That fake Princess Princess Gwaelin. Perenelle went here and then someone used it. So it was the thing is, it was stolen even before the attack though. So yeah, it was stolen before the attack, not afterwards. I actually got lost, man. Like the rooftop entrance was behind the stairs there. Do you suppose that the voice we heard in Rippleport knew of the monster's plot here? Might this be one of the great dangers it spoke of? I haven't the foggiest, but we must be grateful nonetheless. For the very least, it shows we have one more ally out there who shares our goal. That it does, brother. Hopefully your paths will cross someday. Here he is. Now, I believe we had just finished speaking of your quest to vanquish Hargon. Have you learned aught of the fiend's whereabouts? No. Alas, not yet. One purpose for which we travel the realm is to discover exactly that. Then it is as I had assumed. I myself have not heard his name since the fall of Rendarak. Though I know someone who may know more, and the means by which you might visit him is here. Oh, actually, we got it already. I am not sure I follow. That is a rainbow drop, a treasure of that old that allowed one to conjure a bridge to the island of the Dragon Lord. Then that would have us make for the Dragon Lord's castle. Precisely, and I would have you speak with its sole occupant. Though I've never had the chance to make his acquaintance, it is said that not a Kurt in this world that escaped his watchful eye. So who actually is in that place now? If any know of Hargon's whereabouts, it is he. What manner of man is this, your majesty? Some kind of sage? I think it is best you confirm that with your own eyes. As I said, I have never met the man and do not wish to give credence to mere hearsay. Though be warned, the imposter princess may too be making for the castle. May the goddess watch over you all. Who is it though, right? Interesting. But let us, I guess, loot this place here first. But is it actually a human though? A human in the Dragon Lord's castle. I don't think it's gonna be a human. Maybe it's gonna be a demon. Maybe. Because yeah, the king doesn't really say it. But we'll find out, I guess. Have you heard tell the rebirth of the Dragon Lord who Erdrick did lay low, and of his occupation of the selfsame castle wherein the fiend of all did dwell? These are juicy rumors indeed. Okay, so I guess we'll go out. Let me go and fast travel to Tantagel. Let's go to Erdrick's Hollow if we can. Maybe we'll do the other one after that, the Dragon Lord's castle. How can we go there, by the way? Do we need a boat? We need the boat ride, right? But let's go here first, Erdrick's Hollow. Maybe we can get some juicy equipment right here. Erdrick's Hollow. You got 2 chests, just like last time. Was it 2 chests? I don't know. But we did meet the heroes. Remember the heroes back then? We did meet them here. Not really heroes, but they wanted to be.
Out of my sight!
But yeah, nothing really happened with those guys. I wish that we had more story with them. Like maybe we did something or they did something, right? They were much more involved in the story, but we did see them here, and then I think they were just in Galenholm after that. They pretty much, I would say, quit the journey. They were like, okay, let's not do this anymore. The real hero has actually arrived, and we will just support the real hero. Is there gonna be something special there? Once we read the tree again? But I would say if I wanted to farm again, the forest with the Yggdrasil forest is the best place, I would say, for us to train. Nothing here. Okay, I thought there was gonna be something there. Because the monsters here are quite weak, like legit weak. Like it's if we started the game and then we were right here, yeah, like that's it. They're giving like 40 XP, 50 XP, and then we can kill them with one level 50 damage boom, and then they just die instantly. Yep. They are kinda weak. But so far for this game, I mean this game obviously, like you can see, that this is much more bigger, not just in a story sense, or the world itself, but there's much more indeed in this one compared to the first one. But then again, yeah, I remember that they did say that the first game didn't really have a story. The original Dragon Quest 1 didn't really have a story, but them giving us some kind of story there is really nice though, the very least. But for this one, Dragon Quest 2, then obviously this one has a story, and then they just remade it here. It's ancient looking gravestone. The inscription is faint and only fragments of it can still be read. I am Erdrick, heed. I cannot read it anymore. I don't even remember what is written here. It's been a long time. A long time. Many metal. Okay, nice. But we did get some a clang. Give it to Caradoc. Can we get the buff one though? For us. Or maybe we can give it to another character. Yeah. Matilda? Oh, okay. I would say. Because yeah, you can just tell them to attack on their own run. So they can just buff us, heal us. Okay, see the defense. Dude, look at this 42. Are you serious? I give it to her then. I guess she's lower level, but it is way too low. 158. She has way too high luck stat. Magic, give it to Perenelle. Magic will always go to Perenelle. And this one as well. Always to her. Any magic related stuff going to her. Matilda is the weakest one. And she's actually even faster than me though. Our Agi for our main boy is so low. Like really low. I guess our physical is so strong that they had to like make the Agi weaker or slower. So next is that one. Okay, we'll head there.